Hello and welcome to this session on ls. ls is one of the most commonly used commands in Unix. Understanding all facets of the ls command will make your life in Unix a lot more easier. Let's go over the objectives of this session now. We'll learn the ls command in detail. We'll also learn the various options that can be used with ls, and we'll also learn how to combine these options. We'll also see what are single hyphen and double hyphen options and discuss on pros and cons of both. Let's first do a PWD so that I can show you where we are at. Next, let's do a plain ls. There are a number of files and directories, so ls displays the list in multiple rows. But please note that the listing is column-wise and not row-wise. So this is how the file order is supposed to be. First column top down, then back to second column top, then come down, and so on and so forth. The first option we learn about is the L option. So options need to be prefixed with a single hyphen. So we'll type ls space hyphen L. L option is for long listing. So instead of just showing the file and directory name alone, we now have some other information too, like the file permissions, the owner of the file, the size, the last modified timestamp, etc. Don't worry about the file sizes being 0. That's because I just created some dummy empty files for the purpose of this tutorial. Also, note that there is no more column-wise listing. One row has one entry only. The default ordering is the ASCII-based ordering based on the file names. In the ASCII list, numbers come first, followed by uppercase alphabets and then lowercase alphabets. So the file names that start with a number will appear first in the list, followed by file names that start with uppercase letters, etc. You will see later in this tutorial how we can change this default ordering. The next option we are going to learn is the R option. Please note that option flags are case sensitive. The R stands for reverse. It works in combination with other options. Let's combine it with L, so let's type ls space hyphen LR. You can see now that the ordering is reversed. So we have it sorted in the reverse ASCII order of the file names. So the Three Musketeers PDF file is last in the list now. It was first in the list earlier. Let's clear the terminal. Next, what if we don't want to use the ASCII-based ordering at all? What if we want to order by the last modified timestamp? For sorting by last modified timestamp, you can use the T option. So let's type ls space hyphen LT. So the file mynotes2 appears first in the list as the last modified timestamp on it is 6/24. So the latest file appears on top of the list. Now, what if we add an R option on top of this? Let's type ls space -lrt. As you can see, the order is reversed now. So the oldest file appears on top now, and the newest file, mynotes2, appears at the bottom. Let's clear now. In all directories, even in empty directories, there are two files that Unix puts in automatically by default. First one is dot and the second one is dot dot. But we did not see it in any of our ls listings, right? That's because these two files are hidden by default. If you want to include hidden files also in your listing, you can use the A option. So let's type ls space -al. You can see both the dot and the dot dot files now at the top of the list. Rather, they are directories. Let's clear now. The next option is the I option. This is used for displaying inode numbers. Don't worry if you don't know what inodes are. We have a very detailed tutorial on inodes coming up. For now, just think of inodes as some kind of index number that Unix uses internally. So to display inode numbers, type ls space -il. Note that we have been using the L option with almost all combinations. This is just my preference. It is not mandatory. I prefer seeing the entries row-wise rather than column-wise. You can omit the L option if you want to. Next is the R option. Note that this is uppercase R. We saw lowercase r earlier, which stood for reverse. The uppercase R is entirely different. It is used for recursive listing. That is, you will see all files in the current directory as well as files inside any inner directories. So we have two directories, movies and music, in our current home directory. Normally, ls would just display the directory names in the listing and will not give any info about the directory contents. But if you use the uppercase R option, it will show you all inner directory contents as well. So if you type ls space -uppercase R, you will get a recursive listing. You can see that movies directory has one AVI file inside it, and music directory has two MP3 files inside it. You can also list the contents of any directory specifically. For example, if you wanted to see the contents of movie directory while you are in the home directory, you can type ls space movies. Here you go. You can also give multiple directory names. So I could give ls space movies space music. It will neatly list each directory contents separately. These are just a few of the options that come with ls. I picked some commonly used ones for this tutorial. I could do a full-length course just on ls if I wanted to. You can explore more options by searching the man page for ls. So let's do man ls. See the first option, -a, we already saw this. It is the option that includes hidden files also in the listing. What is this -all? This is a Linux feature. So Unix almost always uses single character option flags like -a, -i, etc. Linux also allows double hyphen options along with words as opposed to characters. So you can either give Unix style as -a or Linux style as --all. There was a concern that single character options were difficult to remember, which is why Linux provided double hyphened word flags. Let's try it out. ls space --all. Okay, that worked just like -a. Now let's man again and see if we can find some other similar options. Let's scroll down by pressing F. Let's try out the -inode option instead of the -i. So ls space -inode space -all. Now you begin to see a problem. When you combine options, you have to combine whole words, and that will involve much more typing. Watch the same command as above with the single character option, ls space -ia. It's much faster according to me. It's more of a personal preference, I would say. Mine is definitely the single character flag, at least for common commands like ls. With this, we have come to the end of this session. We saw some of the commonly used ls options like l, r, t, a, I, uppercase R. We also saw how to list contents of inner directories using ls. We also learned that we can use single hyphen as well as double hyphen command options. That's it for this session, and I'll see you in the next one.